Alright, so I ran a poll a few days ago asking on what would you guys like to see more in terms of GFX, and majority of the votes went to a logo designing guide. And today, well, I will teach you guys some basics for logo designing for all you new beginners out there. Make sure to watch to the end because I'm sure it will be worth it when you watch to the end. So let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. First, what is a logo? A logo is a visual image that can be easily understood and recognized and is generally used to represent companies, organization, or an individual designer. Now second, what makes a logo good? What makes a logo good is how easy it is to remember regardless how far or near or by squinting. If you can recognize the logo in all far and near distance, and even it is still easy to identify even when you squint your eyes, then that makes a good logo. Your logo must be limited to 5 shapes. Due to less shapes or elements your logo consists, the easy it is to remember for all. For example, take my own logo. If I put it far, you can still recognize it. If I put it near, still recognizable. And if I blur it, you can still see it and say that it is my logo. On to third, what makes a logo appealing? Thing that makes a logo appealing is the use of proper geometry. What I mean by that is use of proper geometrical figures such as circle, triangle, square, rectangle, and straight lines. These are the only shapes you need to use without altering their original form, which is important to keep in mind because you do not want to create a logo with improper and wonky shapes, which is a mistake I made a lot when I initially started in GFX. This is how my logo used to look. You can spot at ease on how improper it looks in terms of proportions, and look at my current logo. The difference between both of them is day and night. Now fourth, how to come up with a logo. Well, first and foremost, when coming up with a logo, you need to come up with a quick rough sketch that should not take less than 30 seconds. Why I say this? Because coming up with a quick concept will give you more time to play around, and it will be more easy for you to come up with a simplistic logo, and that will be appealing at the same time as well. And once you come up with a rough concept and need to create at least 5 different variations of that first rough concept you came up with, because you do not want to be limited to only one logo, and you need to expand your creativity once you do it and pick one of those 5 variants. Once you see which one is more appealing from 5 of them, and see how you can make it better, like I said, and how you can make it simplistic yet easy to remember. Now I know it is not an easy thing to process for now, but once you keep doing it and follow these steps, you will eventually get good at it once you put your mind to it and practice. Now, for fifth and final, what mistakes do I avoid? To close this off, I will highlight some key mistakes you always want to avoid. First, take your time and think through your concepts. Always take your time when you are in a beginning stage. You don't want to rush and scrap all of your work and go into a denial state. Second, not playing around. Many people at starting stages make this mistake, is that they do not experiment around with the logos they create, because you have to mess around to see how you can make your work better and more appealing. Well, this was the guide all of your new beginners out there. Make sure to drop a like and let me know in the comments how this guide helped you. Also let me know what would you guys like to see more or make me the next video on. I wish you guys a pleasant day. Stay safe.